Happy Halloween, Happy All Saints Day po sa inyong lahat.
Happy Halloween to you, Consul Joy, and Happy All Saints Day to you too. Kayo ba ilalabas mamaya?
Yung bata, yung anak na lang siguro namin magti-trick or treat.
Oh yeah? Hindi ka sasali?
Ay, hindi.
Oh yeah? Okay. Baka si paring Les.
Hindi pa naman niya pinapakita yung costume niya.
Oh yeah? Okay, anyway, thank you for coming on the program today, Vice Joy. And we're going to talk today about the Haiyan relief. Okay, and I just wanted to know, I know Haiyan, Yolanda was a very big storm.
Yes.
Pero what makes the relief efforts for Haiyan more significant or more distinguished than others?
Yung Haiyan kasi it's one of the strongest typhoons that ever hit the Philippines, and what makes it more significant, I think, is it is more people have more awareness on Haiyan brought about by alam mo na yung social media. Last year we were literally bombarded with images of yung mga kababayan natin, gruesome deaths, people looking for their relatives, and then they're looking at the wreckages of their homes. So, yung pa lang yung image na pinoportray or image that we see sa social media, yon. I think that's a very effective tool, media and social media, all types of media, to convey the devastation and yung iba kasi desperation that our kababayans felt because of Haiyan. So, ang difference nung last year, actually pare-pareho lang naman yan. We had Reming and Ondoy in the past years, and the international community and the overseas Filipinos immediately came to our aid. Yun nga lang, tingin ko dahil mas ang social media itong mga nakaraang buwan, mas active, therefore mas aware tayo, and it was very easy to give assistance.
And how effective was the help, Vice Consul? Malaking tulong ba ang nangyari to sa mga ginawa ng... Actually, the whole world came to our help.
Yes, oo. Totoo yan. Just as we can see the impact of social media, we also used social media to disseminate information on relief drives, on government actions. Ito nga lang sa Hawaii, naalala ko noon, November 8 or 9, November 9 na dito, we received a number of calls, and then there were also expressions of intent to form mga typhoon relief drives, and then ang Filipino napaka-creative niyan so we can say na our creativity and resourcefulness, they were put into good use. Ang daming actually medyo mahirap na mag-monitor hindi na namin ma-monitor lahat ng typhoon relief efforts dahil ang dami. Merong nag-concert, and then merong mga food drives.
Di ba may mga matching pa? Nag-matching yung mga
I think unique yan. Itong dollar per dollar matching. And then yung vigils, telethons, and I think it's very effective. Kasi dito pa lang sa Hawaii, we were able to, ang na-monitor lang ng consulate, di pa namin alam yung iba, 3.5 million US dollars coming from Hawaii alone.
Wow.
Ang laki, no?
Ang laki, no?
Oo. So,
and if you remember, Gabby Concepcion also was here. If you remember last year, he was also helping.
Yun din, nagamit natin yung tulong ng ating celebrity.
Star power.
And then, alam ko kayo din
yes, round the clock. Round the clock.
So, I would say napaka-effective. Not just not just because we were able to raise funds, but because nagkaroon ng kamalayan ng ating lipunan dito sa Hawaii, we became conscious of what our force can do pag nagsama-sama.
Very well said, Consul Joy. Yes, and maybe nanggit ka na very interesting. You said it was very hard to monitor. Meron bang, alam ko, 3.5 million, sabi mo, galing sa Hawaii. Tapos, kung Hawaii lang yan, I can just imagine how much from other countries.
We have from our foreign assistance to the Philippines amounted to more than $3 billion.
Oh my goodness.
Yun ang record ng ating government. Ngayon, sabi ko although we try so hard sa Philippine government to monitor all the funds that come into the Philippines to help in the rehabilitation and relief efforts, hindi rin natin talaga ma-monitor kasi yung iba dumadaan sa private channel. So, yung 3 billion, that's yung iba grants, yung iba loans.
Buong-buo na yun, yung buong help na yun.
3 billion, mga ganon ang halaga.
Wow. So, does when the money goes there, sabihin natin merong disaster tapos the money is going to the Philippines. Does it go through the DFA, the funds?
Okay. Magandang tanong yan kasi iba nagtatanong na saan ba napupunta? Well, that's highly understandable. That's the concern of our kababayan.
Yes.
Kami sa DFA, hindi namin hinahawakan ng pera. What yung talagang hahawakan and then i-disburse. What happens is, on behalf of the Philippine government, we are there to receive kumbaga symbolic receipt of donations. And then we always encourage our kababayan para ma-monitor ng government to course their donations to government entities as well. Meron tayong DSWD, tsaka NDRRMC, the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council. Yon. Sila ang sa kanila na we encourage them to the donors to course their donations through them.
Wow.
Sa DFA, hindi kami tumatanggap ng pera, but we monitor.
Oh, you monitor.
Yes. Funds from international organizations, individuals, corporations, ayun.
But do you do any coordination at all? Like being the point of contact for foreign countries? Yeah.
Yes. Oo. Kami ang
point man, point
first
person.
In line.
First in line. Oh. Wow, interesting. Kasi napakalaki kasi ng tulong na ng Ondo, ng Yolanda or Hayan.
Yes, and lahat kami sa lahat ng foreign service po, sa totoo lang, we didn't need to appeal. Kasi ang international community, they are the ones who approach us. Ang mga corporations dito, our fellow Filipinos, sila lumalapit, paano ba kami magdodonate, paano ba namin ipapadala yung mga gamit na
para kayong yung parang coordinator, the lead coordinator for the Philippines. Yeah, so sa ngayon, when have you or anyone been to Hayan after the relief efforts? Have you heard of anything?
May mga meron tayo mga from Hawaii, mga Filipino-American na legislators natin. I think si Representative Henry Aquino, he informed the consulate before na pupunta siya doon to assess the damages. And there's in Consuelo Foundation, meron silang project doon. And yung project nila to yung rehabilitation efforts, pagtatayo ng mga bahay-bahay, ganon.
That's great. That's really great.
Pero ako, hindi pa. Discuss natin yan mamaya. May GTTD tayo.
Sige.
Sabihin ko kung ano yung tungkol doon.
Okay. Sure. With all these things going on, Vice Consul Joy, do you foresee more of these natural disasters, itong mga napakalaking mga bagyo na tatamaan ng Pilipinas?
Sana nga hindi na diba? But sabi nga ng Time magazine na the Philippines is the most storm-exposed country in the world.
Wow.
Diba?
What a reputation to have.
Hindi mo alam kung matutuwa ka. Top 1 ka, pero although
ganyan tayo ka-astig.
Oo nga, pero sanay tayo, we're used to it. Yung mga hurricanes dito sa Hawaii, no offense meant, but alam mo, parang
alam ko sinasabi mo.
Diba? Nagkakaintindihan tayo.
Nakakaintindihan tayo dyan.
But
yes.
Itong recognition ba to, quote-unquote, shouldn't be shrugged off kasi nakakapinsala, nakakamatay. And alam mo, Alan, last year, merong report ang UH, University of Hawaii, on climate change. Sabi, it will happen within this generation. Not future generation but this generation, naabutan pa natin in 33 years.
Oh, ano aabutin natin na?
Yun, yung climate change, yung talaga mafe-feel natin ang effects ng climate change. Sabi to ng UH,
really?
October 2013, sabi nga, 2047 ang average. 2047, year 2047, that's the average year.
2047.
Oo, buhay pa tayo.
Hindi, sige, patay na ako.
Hindi naman. Pero yun nga lang, maisipin natin yung mga anak natin, diba?
Of course. That's...
But, and this one, ito pa, ang sabi daw, it would be more felt sa tropical countries and the
really?
islands. Like tayo dito sa Hawaii. In the Philippines.
Wow.
So, totoo yung sasabi nila, hindi siya sa future. It's happening now. Mataas yung water level. Yung mga nawawalang islands. Tapos yung drought, it is more felt these days. And then, lagi yun nga, yung bagyo. Lagi may bagyo yan.
Tapos di ba Consul Joy, di ba pag bumabagyo sa Pilipinas, noon nung yung mga naalala ko, hindi naman natatanggal yung mga puno from the base, di ba? Hindi naman Pero this time, since di ba? Napansin mo ba 'yon?
Konting ulan lang.
Oo.
Alam yung last time na si Ana dito sa Hawaii, pansin ko non-stop rain siya, 'di ba? Sabi ko sa sarili ko, na kapag ito sa Philippines, non-stop rain, ganyan na level, baha na. Pero dito, kasi iba naman dito, maayos ang segregation system. So, ulan lang siya ng ulan. Ulan lang ng ulan. Pero syempre, cause of worry din.
Yes, of course.
Pag ganyan.
Vice Consul Joy, we have to take a commercial break. Do you mind? We'll take a few minutes.
Problem.
And we'd love to hear from you more on this topic.
No
and so please stay with us.
Okay.
Okay, mga kaibigan, kasama po natin the very ever joyful Joy Santos, Vice Consul of the Republic of the Philippines, Philippine Consulate General. We're gonna take a commercial break, and when we come back, more. And kung meron po kayong tanong, mga kaibigan, Vice Consul Joy is ready to answer any questions you may have. So, 526-1180. Huwag kayong aalis, huwag kayong bibitiw. We'll be right back after these messages.
Okay, you tired of hearing all the hype about which car dealer is giving the best deals? Who's giving so-called employee pricing and who's touting no dealer markup? Well, I'm going to clear the air once and for all. Volvo Honolulu is offering the best deals on all new 2014 Volvos in stock and the most money on trades. That's right, just ask and we'll show you how. We're also offering 0% financing on all 2015s for up to 72 months. You heard right, 0%. Come in today for the best deals of the year and let us show you how simple luxury can be. Or visit us at volvohonolulu.com. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Listen to KPHI with crystal clear digital reception. Available statewide. Compliments of Oceanic Time Warner Cable. Tune to channel 882 on your Oceanic Time Warner digital box. KPHI has never sounded so good. Enjoy the best of audio and visual entertainment with Oceanic Time Warner Cable's digital cable service. Call Oceanic Time Warner Cable at 643-2337 and order your digital cable service today.
Thanks to Taco Bell, millions of Americans are refusing to be held back by breakfasts that take two hands to eat.
I need a free hand to repeatedly press the close elevator button on Steve.
I need a free hand because my temp job is mostly stapling.
I need a free hand to show those construction workers how much I appreciate the compliments.
I need a whole breakfast in one hand.
You need an AM Crunch Wrap. Steak and eggs, bacon and eggs, or sausage and gravy all wrapped up in a grilled tortilla with a hash brown inside. Only at Taco Bell. At participating locations.
You don't buy a new truck without adding a few things to make it work better, like a winch or a bed liner or lockable toolbox. So why not do the same for your Red Wing work boots? At a Red Wing shoe store, you'll find everything you need to stay comfortable on the job, from moisture-wicking socks to removable footbeds and boot care products. So come talk with our fit experts today for handcrafted footwear and accessories to boot. Red Wing shoes. Work is our work.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live United. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Happy listening, everyone. This is Charles in Charge together with DJ Amps, and we are your Tunog Kalye crew, inviting each and everyone to listen to our show, Tunog Kalye sa Barangay KPHI, ang tambayan ng Tropang Pinoy, every Wednesday night from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Only here at KPHI, today's Filipino Mix, 96.7 FM, 11:30 a.m., Oceanic Cable Channel 882. Maraming salamat po.
While they're talking, we're playing the best Filipino hits. 96.7 FM, KPHI.
Ang Filipino Mix ngayon, 96.7 FM, ang bagong KPHI. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And let me get Consul Joy back on the line. Consul Joy, are you there?
Hi, Alan.
Hello. Hi, Miss Joy. Okay, if anybody has any questions, just please call 526-1180, 526-1180. We seem to have a question, Vice Joy. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to listen to the question and come back to you, okay? Okay, hold the line. KPHI, you're live on Midday.
Alan,
yes, sir.
tanong ako eh.
Yes, what's your...
Alam mo sa ating mga Pilipino, yung tikha na yung matulungin, no?
Mm-hmm.
Pag ganung may disaster niya, marami nagsusulputan na ano ba yung mga yung organization na hindi mo alam kung legitimate o totoo. And paano natin maiiwasan? Kailangan ba dapat humingi ng authority o only authorized ng Philippine Consulate ang mag-solicit? Kasi marami nagsusolicit eh.
That is an excellent question, Mano.
You don't know whether they're real or for their own purposes.
That is an excellent question,
Yeah,
Mano.
yun lang po.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go back on to Consul Joy. Just keep listening, okay, Mano?
Okay,
bye. Thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, Consul Joy, did you hear that question?
Naku, Alan, hindi ko narinig.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it's like this. Sometimes when a disaster hits, may mga organisasyon na magko-collect or...
Yes.
Okay, ang tinanong ng caller, minsan, and hindi natin maiiwasan to, or paano natin maiiwasan na unscrupulous organizations or groups solicit money na hindi naman mapupunta dun sa direct beneficiary.
Oh, okay. Parang ganito yan, no? We've been hearing stories kasi of people collecting, groups collecting, pero the donors have no way of tracking.
Yes.
If these donations came or were received by the recipients. So to avoid those, may mga pwede tayong gawin eh. To avoid those, una namin sinasabi, make sure na yung organization na nagre-request ng tulong, for example, kung government agency, yun ang lagi namin sinasabi, Philippine Government Agency. Now, we would understand kung may iba talagang ibang kababayan natin, mas gusto nila mag-donate through private means, through private channels. Ang i-advise namin sa kanila is do your homework then.
Hindi basta-basta bigay lang kayo ng bigay.
Do your homework. Kung maaari, interviewin nyo, mag-research kayo. Everything is available online. Kung naka-register sila. And make sure mag-follow up kayo sa kanila. Yung saan na ba napunta, pwede ba namin makita yung photos nung nakatanggap, yung ganon. Be responsible then. Of course, you're financially responsible. At the same time, dahil pinaghirapan mo ang pera mo and you intend to give it to yung ating unfortunate brothers and sisters, make an effort to do your homework. Wag basta-basta bigay ng bigay. So yun ang ina-advise namin sa mga overseas Filipinos, pati rin yung mga kababayan natin na gustong tumulong.
There's a part 2 to that question. Does the Philippine consulate give like a hindi naman authority pero parang di ba nag-authenticate kayo para totoo? Ginagawa nyo rin ba yun para sa mga organizations na humihingi ng tulong para sa mga relief na ganyan? Like duly authorized by the consulate or approved or something like that? Do you do that?
Reward natin, parang there's an organization asking the consulate to siguro vouch Ganun ba?
Hindi, ganito. Like for example, they may mga hihingi ng pera,
Yes.
you know, from the public.
Okay.
Now the public doesn't know yung kung humihingi ng pera ay legitimate.
Okay.
Ang consulate ba, do they have any power, or do they normally say like, okay, you're okay, na-check namin yung organization na yan, okay yan.
Okay.
Parang ganun.
Ang para lang maintindihan ng public natin, yung ginagawa natin na consular service, authentication and acknowledgement, yung ganyan. Kung makikita natin, meron kami laging nilalagay that the consulate bears no responsibility over the content. Kumbaga, ino-authenticate namin na yung tao mismo nagpunta sa consulate or yung mga notaryo publiko is accredited by the
State.
State of Hawaii. Yun lang, pero to vouch for yung content and the intent of the hindi
That's too
namin
much.
ginagawa yun. Tsaka hindi rin namin kaya with our limited resources and
the work involved.
Yes, So, yun po, para alam lang po ng ating mga kababayan.
There you go. Okay, that's a great answer to a great question, actually. So,
Oo nga, pinag-iisip ako ng mga
mga listeners. Hindi palagi kasi, alam mo, palagi kasi silang nakikinig noon. Hindi lang, they weren't calling for questions. Now that we had, you know, nag-ano tayo ulit with Consul Gina, sinasabi nila, we'd like to ask questions. So I said, okay, you know, ask questions.
Anytime. Basta nasagot naman natin.
Ay, oo naman. Okay, so you mentioned all the services, the consular service. Let's go right into the highlight consular service. Is disaster relief a standard service that you provide for Filipinos?
Yes. Kasama siya sa trabaho natin kasi kami ang unang tatawagan ng foreign entities, pati mga Filipinos abroad.
Yes.
Ang ginagawa namin pag may disaster na ganyan, we coordinate with the community and then with the home office, with the DFA. Kasi sa DFA, nagsiset up din sila ng coordination 24/7 coordination unit para sa mga disasters na ganyan. And then, ang ginagawa rin namin, we boost our public diplomacy efforts, meaning we make ourselves more available. Kung nagpapa-interview, i-grant namin yan, kasi yung iba, ang natanggap namin noon, hindi rin namin masagot Tatanungin kami, nasan yung kamag-anak ko, ganyan. So, minsan ang hinihingi lang nila is assurance that we are doing our part. So yun ang ginagawa namin. Pangatlo is we receive donations on behalf of the Philippine government.
I see.
So makikita natin may photo taking, which is part of it, para lang ma-memorialize ganon. So yun ang tatlo sa mga ginagawa namin, pangunahing responsibilidad ng mga embahada at konsulado worldwide
para
pag
at
may
least,
mga disaster.
Para at least there's some level of certainty sa mga binibigay ng mga overseas Filipinos or sino man.
Tsaka nakikipag-coordinate din kami sa state government, sa host government. Lalo na ang daming activities ni na Governor Abercrombie noon, tsaka ni na Mayor, mga senator natin, marami. So, we represent the Philippine government and then nandun kami to express the appreciation of the Filipino people and the Philippine government sa mga tumulong.
Wow. Ang bigat talaga ng trabaho nyo. Grabe. Get heavy. Anyway, thank you so much for that, Consul Joy. Are there any upcoming events that you would like our listeners to know about?
So, Alan, since mag-anniversary na ang Haiyan at tama ang topic natin, dinidiscuss natin ang Typhoon Haiyan, ang ating bagong Consul General, si Honorable Consul General Gina Hamoralin, meron po kaming ina-arrange na Typhoon Haiyan Remembrance Day to celebrate the first anniversary of Typhoon Haiyan. Gagawin po ito sa maliit na celebration lang naman to sa November 10, umaga po ito. 9 o'clock ang simula. Mangyayari, may flag racing kami. Tapos may updates lang kung saan na ba nang nasa na ba ang Philippines, what we have been doing in terms of rehabilitation and recovery efforts.
Yes.
And then we have also invited the Hawaii National Guard magre-remarks. May magre-remarks din na taga-private organization, and then may munting salo-salo lang. It's just our way of saying mahalo nui loa for everybody for their help.
Yes, I think I ano na, sana nag-RSVP na ako. So I'll be there with you guys.
Oo, salamat.
Salamat sa inyong imbitasyon.
Mag-RSVP lang po kung it's open, but please mag-RSVP tayo so may alam natin ang head count.
Okay. So that's November 10?
November 10 po, Lunes po.
At the Philippine Consulate General. Okay.
Po.
All right. Anything else, ma'am?
And then sa ating mga kababayan sa Hilo, kahit na po nagagalit si Madam Pele, pupunta po kami dyan.
Hindi naman.
Nature daw yun.
Totoo yan.
Natural course.
That's true.
Pupunta ho kami dyan November 15 to 16.
Okay.
Sa Aupuni Conference Room, magko-consular service po kami.
Okay. That's nice. That's great. And anything else, ma'am?
Yun lang naman. ACGT, pinaplansya pa namin, Alan. But as soon as we have the details and the price, we will let you know.
Okay. Please keep us informed,
yes,
Vice Consul Joy. And as always, it is an immense joy to have you on the program. And now we have to say goodbye, and maraming salamat sa inyo, Consul Joy, for giving us...
Anytime, Alan, it's my pleasure.
Yes, and it is very interesting and enlightening to listen to you. And maraming salamat. Until the next time.
Yes, until the next time. Happy Halloween po sa inyong lahat. Happy All Saints Day.
Happy Halloween to you, ma'am. And until the next time.
Opo, sige po. Ingat po.
Mabuhay po kayo.
Mabuhay po. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Okay, ayan mga kaibigan. That is our Vice Consul Joylene Santos. Maraming salamat, Miss Joy. Very informative, and alam mo, every time we have this Conjun's Corner, talagang punong-puno ang utak ko ng information. And I hope you don't mind that we give all this information to you. Thank you very much for calling in, Manong ko, for giving us some interesting questions. We're gonna take a commercial break here, and when we come back, the band is here. So we have some live entertainment for you. I hope you're ready for it, and hope you've I hope you're sitting down and just ready to be entertained here on the Midday Radio Show. So, huwag kayong aalis mga kaibigan. We're gonna take a top of the hour break, and when we come back, we're gonna be live on the Midday Radio Show with Strangers with Candy. Mabuhay po kayong lahat.
KPHI Honolulu, K244E